Major update as Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' publicist requests to be removed from Justin Baldoni lawsuit. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' publicist has requested to be removed from Justin Baldoni's lawsuit. Leslie Sloan represents the couple who are currently in a public legal battle with the It Ends With Us director after Lively sued her co-star for sexual harassment in December 2024. Baldoni countersued for damages and defamation, as Sloan and her firm Vision PR were named in the suit. The actor and his production company Wayfarer Studios, among others, filed a 179-page lawsuit against Lively, Reynolds, Sloan, and others, for damages that includes lost future income. According to E! News, the lawsuit alleges that Lively's team, including Sloan, had spread malicious stories against Baldoni and created a smear campaign against him at the Gossip Girl star's direction. Lawyer Sigrid McCauley filed a motion in New York federal court on Thursday, February 20th, alleging that Sloan was dragged into a smoke and mirrors exercise to distract from their own sexual harassment and systematic retaliation, whereas McCauley writes that Sloan has a decades-long reputation for professionalism and trustworthiness, and that the claims have caused her irreparable professional damage and emotional harm. Baldoni's allegations about the creative issues are irrelevant and tellingly sexist, the lawyer said, via The Independent. Because Ms. Lively, an executive producer on the film, dared to offer input on the script, wardrobe and editing, Baldoni blasts her as tyrannical and aggressive, among other coded terms. When Ms. Lively bravely spoke up about Baldoni's predatory behavior, he and his team used every weapon in their arsenal to blame, embarrass and silence her, going so far as to hire a crisis PR manager who promised to bury Ms. Lively and destroy her life. McCauley's filing also claims there is no basis for Baldoni's claims of a smear campaign or malicious stories being planted. Brian Friedman, Baldoni's attorney, has previously told Allied Bible Group of Lively's lawsuit. This lawsuit is a legal action based on an overwhelming amount of untampered evidence detailing Blake Lively and her team's duplicitous attempt to destroy Justin Baldoni, his team and their respective companies by disseminating grossly edited, unsubstantiated, new and doctored information to the media. He continued, "Let's not forget, Ms. Lively and her team attempted to bulldoze reputations and livelihoods for heinously selfish reasons through their own dangerous manipulation of the media before even taking any actual legal action. We know the truth, and now the public does too. Justin and his team have nothing to hide. Documents do not lie." Meanwhile, Lively's lawyers called Baldoni's lawsuit another chapter in the abuser playbook. This is an age-old story. A woman speaks up with concrete evidence of sexual harassment and retaliation, and the abuser attempts to turn the tables on the victim, her legal team said in a statement. This is what experts call DAVO. Deny. Attack. Reverse victim offender. Allied Bible Group has contacted Justin Baldoni's representatives for comment. Ryan Reynolds made light of wife Blake Lively's dramatic legal battle with her It Ends With Us co-star, Justin Baldoni. Well, that is if his Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary appearance is to be believed. Both Reynolds and Lively were present at the special in New York City over the weekend, as the pair continue their ongoing legal tussle. The 48-year-old made a brief appearance when SNL alumni Tina Fey and Amy Poehler hosted the show for its first hour, when a segment saw the pair taking questions from some celebs in the audience. But as expected, when Reynolds was picked out of the crowd, the 48-year-old Canadian actor was very on-brand in poking fun at the legal situation. The man behind Deadpool was one of the famous faces that stood up in the audience, before Fey asked him, "How's it going?" The joke prompted some nervous laughter from the crowd, as Reynolds acted a bit twitchy and awkward himself. Lively's reaction was priceless, as her facial expression dropped and she looked unamused. His hint at the legal drama was then followed by the question that he stood up for, as he asked, "You know the material that they made the cone heads with? Are those edible?" Reynolds was mentioning a famous sketch done in the 70s on The Sketch Show, eventually leading to a 1973 film. Fey replied no, and based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic. The actor then added if somebody hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and, got excited, should they go to the hospital? Poehler, best known for her role in Parks and Recreation, then suggested that they should seek medical attention right away, wishing him luck in case you've been living under a rock, Reynolds Lively and Baldoni have been embroiled in an ongoing legal battle over the production of the 2024 romance film, It Ends With Us. It all began in December 2024, when Lively sued co-star and director Baldoni, alleging him of sexual harassment and orchestrating a social manipulation campaign against her. Baldoni has since then sued Lively, Reynolds, and their Leslie Sloan on multiple allegations, including defamation. All teams have since denied all the claims made in the lawsuits. Baldoni has also filed a $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times for publishing a December article that claimed that he was part of a smear campaign against the Gossip Girl actor Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds submitted a letter requesting additional protections after amending the original lawsuit to add significant additional evidence and corroboration. Lively filed a lawsuit against her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni, among others, in December, alleging sexual harassment and taking part in a campaign to destroy her reputation. Baldoni denied the accusations and returned the gesture with his own $400 million lawsuit, with her legal team also denying the allegations. And Lively has since amended her original complaint, with the updated version having been filed on February 18th. The amended complaint claims 2 other actors from It Ends With Us have agreed to testify about Baldoni's alleged behavior, and Lively's lawyers Esra Hudson and Mike Gottlieb said the amended version of the lawsuit includes previously undisclosed communications between Lively and numerous other witnesses and provides significant additional evidence and corroboration of her original claims, People reports. The amendment also includes the alleged emotional impact left on Lively, Reynolds and their children, which details the Gossip Girl suffering from grief, fear, trauma, and extreme anxiety. While the Deadpool actor is said to have been affected mentally, physically, and professionally by his wife's and children's pain in response to the amended complaint. Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman said to People on February 19th that it's filled unsubstantial hearsay of unnamed persons who are clearly no longer willing to come forward or publicly support her claims.